Welcome back to the Retro Horror Academy. My name is Daniel Richardson. And yes, in this episode, we're going to be looking at the year in horror 1937. Just kidding. Nothing happened in 1937. There is no horror films that were released. Unfortunately, at this point in time in horror history, horror's dead. That's right. Horror is dead. It's sad. It really is. And it will remain dead until 1939. However, we're still going. And we got a couple of inductees to induct into the class. Would it be the class of 37? I guess it would be. Because how we do things here. So, yes, we have two members to be inducted into the Horror Hall of Fame. And so let's just, instead of stretching this out, let's just get to it. All killer, no filler. The first inductee truly is an icon of the horror genre. And I am talking about Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney, legendary silent horror movie actor, known as the Man of a Thousand Faces. He not only was he a great performer and a great actor, he was a master special effects artist. Did all of his own special effects makeup, painstakingly so. We'll get into that here in a second. But no, I mean, truly is just, and I'll tell you right now, just what little bit, because I mean, I guess I haven't really watched a whole lot of silent films outside of the horror genre, but I'll just say it right now. I don't care if it's horror or any other genre. Right now, Lon Chaney is the greatest silent movie actor, period. Just bar none. We know him on this channel from the Retro Horror Academy. He performed in such movies as The Monster, The Penalty, The Unknown, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and of course, I think his most famous role has got to be the Phantom of the Opera. Other performances include While Paris Sleeps, A Blind Bargain, Suspense, and a movie that probably the most famous lost film in history, London After Midnight. Yeah, Lon Chaney, and unfortunately, he passed away way before his time. He was supposed to, go on being Dracula. That didn't happen. And a lot of what ifs, like what would have happened, As I mentioned, I think beyond just acting, like what he really brought to this thing called horror, he brought a sense of legitimacy. Again, no one was really touching horror as much. And then it was through MGM Universal. Carl LeMay really, wanted horror to be, bigger on a bigger stage or whatever. And it was these prestige pictures that he did with Lon Chaney, the pairing, that really kind of, made horror more epic than it was, made it bigger, if you will. And part of that too was, his ability to convey, even in the most brutal characters he played, because all his characters, for the most part, had this twisted, psychotic, whatever to them. But he was always, he brought humanity to each role. And it's crazy to think with all the makeup he put on, he was still able to convey through that makeup just the gentle side of some of these characters. The makeup, again, is one of those things that, everyone talks about when you talk about Lon Chaney. My God, Phantom of the Opera, he used wire. Thin wire to pull his nose back, painstakingly so, and it looked incredible. The Penalty, I think, is the most craziest one, where he had to bend his legs up in these braces to appear like he had no legs. That's insane. I mean, that's a passion and dedication to the craft that I think no one today fully gets or understands. And you shouldn't have to. I mean, granted, today we got better techniques and, whatever. But, at this time, that's what he had to deal with, and that's what he did. And for all that we just mentioned, for all the great roles he's given us, he's definitely earned his spot in the Horror Hall of Fame. The second actor, another really good, underrated actor from this era, Henry Hull. Of course, we know him from One Exciting Night, and we also recently just covered Werewolf of London. And of course, he was also featured in The Last Moment. Henry Hull, another just great actor. I feel like he gets overshadowed quite a bit. I feel like when you think of Universal horror movies, especially Universal werewolf movies, we think of the Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr. And so I kind of feel like Henry Hull and the Werewolf of London gets overlooked. But you know what? We're going to rectify that right now, and he takes his place in the Horror Hall of Fame as well. So to recap, Lon Chaney, Henry Hull, both members in the Horror Hall of Fame. So yeah, that's it for 1937. Guys, tune in next time. We're going to be looking at 1938. Again, nothing, spoiler alert, nothing happens in 1938, but we will induct more people into the Horror Hall of Fame. And yeah, we'll just keep this train running. So guys, that was horror for 1937. This has been the Retro Horror Academy. I'm Daniel Richardson, and you're dismissed.